Hey Clement, since you started your Sonic 06 review, I have been anticipating the point where you'd finally say that it should have been called Sonic Adventure 3 because of how closely it models itself after the Sonic Adventure gameplay style. That it basically is just more of the same. And I don't like calling it that. I don't like calling it Sonic the Hedgehog either. That's why everyone just calls it Sonic 06. And I really wouldn't like it if it was called Sonic Adventure because that would just give people who love 06 to just a reason or an excuse to say, you see, this is just as good as Sonic Adventure because the gameplay's the same. Or for people who hate 3D Sonic gaming in general to say, you see, Sonic Adventure is just as bad as 06 because it plays the same. And this seems like crap. It's just an extreme example, but you'd be surprised by how many people would say things like that. You'd be surprised by how many people have made the connection between this and the adventure games. I said as much in my review of 06. I said it was basically Sonic Adventure 3, even though I wouldn't say it's worthy of being called that, or being named after the original Sonic the Hedgehog. But what I think is really interesting about this is like the repercussions of Sonic 06, the consequences, the things that happened after, the things that came in the wake of 06. It's like, after 06 bombed, Sonic Team, the developers, they just thought, geez, we can't make anything resembling this game again, or people will just it'll just scare away our fans. No one wants to buy anything that plays like this again. So what'd they do? Did they try again? Did they make a game with the same sort of gameplay style, but with no glitches and much better level design choices and story choices and all that stuff? No, they just ditched the gameplay style altogether. It's like they didn't think 06 was a bad game because of all the stupid crap they did in it. They just thought people don't like Sonic Adventure anymore. People don't like that gameplay style. People are just tired of that aesthetic. So let's make something completely different. Let's make something that doesn't resemble Sonic Adventure in any way, because people are sick of that shit. So, what do you know, they made the daytime stages in Sonic Unleashed, which were a huge step down. They're like really out there. It's like, in the 3D sections, you're trapped in these narrow corridors where you just scoot to the right and left a little bit, which feels like I'm playing Audio Surf or a rhythm game. And the 2D sections have, like, so little platforming, like as little as they can possibly put in there. The level design is just abysmal, and the occasional alternate routes just feel like intersecting lines, like strings laid out on the floor that occasionally cross over. And then we got colors, which the 3D sections were more of the same, save a few that were really, really, really good, and then a bunch of 2D gameplay. Most of the game was 2D anyway. And the 2D gameplay is pretty good. The wisps out a lot, and the platforming, while a little slow and a little repetitive, generic block platforming, I still felt it was a step up from the daytime stages. And then we got Sonic Generations, with the modern stages being such a huge improvement over the daytime stages. Oh, man. It's like lots of space to run around in, lots of platforming, lots of cool gimmicks, just lots of action all the way through. The alternate paths, all they did was add layers of depth to these worlds, such as alternate paths are supposed to. It made them all feel clustered together in a big open world, at least in stages like Sky Sanctuary and Seaside Hill and so on, rather than just a few occasionally intersecting lines like in Unleashed. So yeah, the modern stages were just amazing. But here's the interesting thing. The daytime stages were nothing like the Sonic Adventure gameplay, but little by little, through baby steps, they grew a little more comfortable with returning to that gameplay style. So then we get Sonic Generations, in which the modern stage level designs, they feel a lot like a new Sonic Adventure game. They easily surpass those of Sonic Adventure 2's speed levels and rival those of like Sonic Adventure 1. It's like, this is the closest they have come to returning to that style completely. And I think it's because after Sonic 06 bombed, it left such a rotten aftertaste in everyone's mouth. It's like, we need to give people time to get over their Sonic 06 PTSD, or we need to, it's too soon. We just need to take a little break from that. And little by little over the years, as Sonic games have gotten better and better, they just finally scrounged up the enthusiasm and confidence to make us another game that plays a lot like Sonic Adventure. And, it's like they're almost there. So it's like, yeah, 06 left its mark. It put a big dent in the franchise, really hurt it. But that wound's almost completely healed now, and I just look forward to whatever 3D Sonic game they might make next. I mean, some people are saying that they're just riding on the nostalgia train. There's only so much more they can do. Sonic is gonna die anyway. Sega's in deep trouble. They can't do anything. But I don't know, I like that they're taking their time with their games because at least whatever they make next probably isn't going to be rushed like 06 was. Maybe they finally learned. And whatever new game they make, let's hope it's a bold new step for Sonic. Let's hope it finally really makes us forget about the past 5 years. It's like after what happened in 06, oh, not past 5 years, past like 7 years now. After what happened in Sonic 06, it's like Sonic Generations was made to make up for that, and now we can finally move on with whatever they make next. But anyway, yeah, I don't like calling it Sonic Adventure 3. That kind of is what it is, but if they ever do make a game that can be called Sonic Adventure 3, you know, let's just hope they do the best they can. Anyway, I guess I said everything I wanted to say. Toodles.